Hi friends, this is Dr. Abdequaem Chimthanawala. Today I would like to discuss one of the very important remedies, though rarely used, but a very important remedy which I have found very useful in symptoms which I have treated in my practice, and that is for headache. And of course, I will tell you some other symptoms also in accordance to what I've used in my practice. It's a very infrequently used remedy from our drugs of Hindustan. The remedy is Kurchi, Kurchi. दोस्तों ये रेमेडी बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग है और सबसे पहले मैं बता दूं इफ दिस इज अ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग रेमेडी एंड द मेन इंडिकेशन फॉर हेडेक आई यूज दिस फॉर हेडेक एंड द मेन इंडिकेशन फॉर हेडेक इज देयर इज heaviness of the forehead. The forehead is very heavy and the patient will come and tell you that there is heaviness of the forehead, especially in the morning, and as the day goes by it gradually decreases. मोस्ट ऑफ अस इफ द पेशेंट कम्स एंड टेल्स यू, अगर पेशेंट ने बताया कि डॉक्टर साहब सवेरे उठता हूं तो मेरा जब हेडेक होता है, सर बहुत भारी लगता है, स्पेशली फोरहेड, और धीरे धीरे दिन के बाद वो कम हो जाता है. एंड मोस्ट ऑफ अस मे बी स्टार्टेड थिंक ऑफ रेमेडीज लाइक इट स्टार्ट्स इन द फोरहेड हेवीनेस एंड ग्रेजुअली डिक्रीजेस, एंड वी थिंक ऑफ अदर रेमेडीज लाइक नाइट्रोमोर फॉर एग्जांपल. But it is a very important remedy for Kurchi, that is heaviness in the forehead. The forehead feels very heavy, and because of that there is irritability, and it starts in the morning and gradually decreases over day. This is a very important indication of Kurchi in a headache symptom, especially the forehead part. Second part, in Kurchi the pain is better by pressure. The pain is better by pressure. Of course you can see there is a normal symptom, but in Kurchi the heart pressure, when the pressure is very hard, the patient is much better. And this is a very important indication of so many remedies. Like for example, we have Macphos, we have China, we have Belladonna, we have in fact Magmure, Cactus also, where, or Sanguinary also, where the head pain is better by external pressure, especially heart pressure. But my dear friends, Kurchi is also a very important remedy when it is better by heart pressure and the pressure is very hard. External pressure should be very hard. Next, then the headache in Kurchi is the bursting type of headache, and the modality, my friends, are so important in Kurchi. In Kurchi there is bursting headache, and especially it is better in open air. Open air emelarhates, the patient tells you that sir जब भी मैं बाहर ठंडी हवा में जाता हूँ मुझे काफी अच्छा लगता है. Open air emelarhates. Now this is a very important indication of Kurchi, and the remedy which normally we think about is arsenic. Of course there is kali bichrome also, where the bursting headache is better in open air. So my dear friends, don't forget Kurchi. It's a very important remedy. One more symptom that Kurchi will, the patient will come and tell you कि डॉक्टर साहब इतना मेरा सर फटता है कि मुझे ऐसी अपने बर्फ के टुकड़े सर पर रखने पड़ता है, मेरा सर फिर ठीक हो जाता है. The headache is so bursting that cold application on the head and the patient is better. Of course, a very important indication of arsenic album. But my dear friends, Kurchi, again it's a very important indication of Kurchi. There is a bursting headache and the cold application ameliorates the headache. See, such an important symptom of Kurchi headache. And I told you the forehead, the heaviness of the forehead, gradually as the day progresses, the heaviness is better. In the same way, there is bursting in the forehead, and the modality of Kurchi, the patient closes the eye and sits for some time, he starts feeling better. पेशेंट बोलता है मुझे शांति चाहिए, मैं आंख बंद करके शांति से बैठना चाहता हूं और मेरा बस्टिंग ऑफ द फोरहेड ठीक हो जाता है. दिस इज अ very important indication that the bursting pain in the forehead is better by closing the eye, or closing the eye ameliorates the bursting pain of the forehead. This is a very important symptom. Of course, then if you say what is the modality, that is aggravation. Of course, bursting pain in the forehead aggravated by talking, exactly opposite. So he feels better when he closes the eye, but when he starts talking, the bursting pain increases, or when he starts walking, the bursting pain increases of the forehead. So this is a very important indication of forehead symptoms. As I told you, please do remember the symptoms of headache of Kurchi. With headache, sometimes the patient may have vertigo, and my dear friends, Kurchi is again a very important remedy when vertigo is during constipation. A very important indication of Naxomica, calcareous force, and Ambragracia. But Kurchi is also a very important remedy when vertigo is during constipation. So my dear friends, do think about this remedy. Of course, In Kurchi, as we all know, it's a very, very important remedy for fever, that mildness of fever. But my dear friends, in Kurchi, the important symptom of fever is the sadness. There is sadness with a feverish sensation, and that is a very, very important indication of Kurchi, the sadness part in fever. And one symptom that you have to remember in Kurchi, where there is the patient is anger, and the anger is so much in Kurchi that the patient starts striking. वो मारता है anger में, गुस्से में मारता है, and that's an indication of Kurchi. Of course, we have remedies like tarantula, we have tuberculum, we have platina, we have cinna, we have natrum calc. But my dear friends, this is again a very, very rare but an important indication of Kurchi, that is the patient striking from anger. इतना गुस्से में इतना गुस्सा रहता है, वो मारता है गुस्से में. That is an important indication of Kurchi, that is striking. That is striking from anger. And of course, the patient of Kurchi suffers from sleeplessness, and this is because of irritability. So a very important indication of sleep is irritability with sleeplessness. चिड़चिड़ करता है, नींद भी नहीं आती इसको. A very, very important indication of hyoscyamus, natrum mure, kali brome, cophia. That's why I have told you comparative mathematica, because sometimes what happens, the remedy Kurchi, its drug picture is so clear, but we have other polycrest which covers most of the rubrics, most of the symptoms. That's why we fail to understand Kurchi and prescribe Kurchi. But if given in proper symptomatology with proper indication, Kurchi will give you miraculous results. So my dear friends, this is something I wanted to share about Kurchi, a rare remedy but a very important remedy if you use when the symptoms correspond. So my dear friends, if you like this video, do share and subscribe. Thank you.